syrup.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. This game ain't never, this game ain't never. On my way to the top, I love this money, you set it on fire, don't mean nothing, here's one for the night. Don't waste my time,
Hey YouTube, Ron here for BBM Reptiles, all the way from Puerto Rico, and I want to thank you very much for taking the time for stopping by my channel and joining me in this journey of reptile keeping, specifically working with ball pythons. First off, I want to actually apologize for the last delay that I had since my last upload. There's been a lot going down here in Puerto Rico. I'm not too sure if you noticed or if you heard from the news, but we've been rocked with a lot of earthquakes ever since actually my last video uploads. That's when, which was around December 22nd. That's when we were starting to get hit by constant earthquakes, one after the other. And things like that can actually jar you or rattle you up a little bit. And just to give you an idea, that major earthquake that we got hit on January 7th, while most people were in bed, me personally, I was actually outside because I was sitting in my car waiting for my doctor's appointment. And I was on YouTube, as a matter of fact. That's the funny thing. I was watching one of those great videos of so many YouTubers. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go specific. Believe it or not, I was actually watching the latest video that Predator BP uploaded. And at 4:23 specifically, it was funny. It's actually scary. In that parking lot where I was at, all the lights, they just went pitch black. Everything went dark. And then the power generator actually ran up. Now, me thinking at that split second, I was just thinking it was a power issue because we do have problems with the power plants down here in Puerto Rico. But as soon as the generator kicked in and all the lights popped on, my car jumped. I mean, like literally, my car was rolling and rocking. And at first, I was actually really panicking because I was parked right in front of a building. And the first thing that came to my mind was I had to drive away from that building because that earthquake actually wasn't one of those 10 seconds or 15-second earthquakes. It actually went on for a good 45 to 50 seconds, and it was continuous. It was a lot more than what I've ever experienced. And to be rocked and jumped in my car, and it wasn't me, that actually got me scared. And I mean, like, I panicked, I freaked. I actually I drove out from that area and I was looking for a wide open space. Fortunately, at that time of day, there was like no one in the streets. And it was surprising, but I was lucky enough to actually get in a cleared area. Then the news started breaking out. Then everyone started posting on Facebook because that's the first thing I did because I was curious how bad it was. Then I started seeing people putting up pictures of the devastation that was happening, a lot of houses that were collapsing. And it was really hard because we're still actually coming over what Hurricane Maria, and that was real devastation. I mean, personally, I mean, my house was devastated. My house was devastated with that hurricane, and it took me a month before I was actually able to start getting any supplies. And it's not because I was receiving it. I actually had to fly to the States, to Orlando to be specific, and buy things to bring back home. And it wasn't really a home actually because my house was destroyed. But the thing is that we persevered. But it was real. It would actually it brought me back to post Hurricane Maria days, this specific earthquake, because seeing so many people actually losing their houses, and there's still people right now actually sleeping outside because they're so afraid because we keep getting hit by earthquakes. And because of that, I wasn't in the best mood actually to make a happy video and talk about things, knowing that so many people, even myself, were going through this, and it was hard. And to top it off, on top of that, I got a real bad chest cold, and I was coughing, and I was going crazy how bad I sick I was. And no, I wasn't. I didn't actually eat any bat soup, just in case. But I really got a bad cold, so trying to get over that, it took a toll on me also, basically. But I'm back, and I'm sorry I rambled on about what's going on. I don't want to talk about earthquakes. That's not what this video is about. I mean, like, it's funny though, because I was really excited about what this new year had to offer. I mean, like, heck, I got on the Steve Popko Toys bandwagon. As a matter of fact, it's so funny because I was probably one of those late bloomers, because there's a group that started Adventure with Steve. And I got my Steve Irwin crocodile doll, and I was so pumped because I even got the limited edition Chase, the turtle one. I mean, like, I was really excited about this, and just because I wanted to actually feel part of that fun Facebook group that Bob Vu started. I didn't even get the adventure. I mean, like, heck, we got the adventures with everything that's going on, but not the quite adventure that I actually wanted with this. But better late than never into that party. With that, I mean, like, I want to give a huge shout out. I want to take my time. You know, it's and I'm sorry I'm talking long before I go into the reptiles, but I just want to say a special shout out to a few people that actually did reach out to me, and just to make sure that everything was going on. Shane from Small Town Exotics, Richard from Predator BP, Rob from Royal Balls, Earl from Longstorm Reptiles. I mean, like, Earl is a champ. You're my hero. I mean, like, the day that specific earthquake happened, he called me up around 6 in the morning, just to make sure I was okay. And Earl, thank you very much. And he's one of those guys that's constantly been calling and checking up. You know, he's following on the news, everything that's going on. So Earl, thank you very much. Joe from State 48. State 48 Exotics, that's another great guy that's reached out to me also. Josh Hubbard, and my crazy and wacky Russian friend, Peter of Lorja Serato in Russia. He cracks me up. He cracks me up with his comments and his references. I mean, like, he's a character. He's a character. Thank you guys very much for checking up on me and following up on the news, what's going on, and reaching out, especially reaching out. And that's the best part of this community. And I've seen this so many times in so many different situations and different circumstances, how this community actually can unite and reach out to those breeders in whatever situation they might be going through. And you don't even have to be a breeder, just being in this hobby, just being active. There's so many people that actually will reach out to you and give you that hand and help you out. And that's what I love, guys. In this hobby, if there's one takeaway, besides the snakes, besides all the great things that you can be producing and coming out with, it's the people in this community that makes it much worth it. I mean, like, that's the best part of this. So again, thank you very much for what this community I've received from it. And the ball pythons, they could take a back seat, really, to be honest with you. They do take a back seat, because it's what you guys, the community, YouTube, the comment fields, everyone that's basically commenting, whatever they comment. But the thing is, we're interacting, and that is worth a lot. So thank you very much for all that. Well, anyway, gosh, my goodness, this is the longest introduction I think I ever did before I started showing some snakes. So let's look at some of those holdbacks that I produced from 2019, and before we actually start kicking off with the new breeding season. Okay, first off, we have a Coral Glow Gargoyle 100% het for genetic stripe. Now, genetic stripe in bananas and Coral Glows is incredible, especially when you put cinnamon in it. Since our having het red exotic inside was an extra bonus, I did not expect, because the genetic stripe female I have proved out to be het red exotic also. And that was a cool thing, actually, because not only did I produce the het red exotic cinnamon, but I also produced a red exotic. This is the super form of the het red exotic. So this is the Coral Glow red exotic 100% het for genetic stripe. And they both are holdbacks for the genetic stripe projects that I have. It's a great recessive, and like many recessives, it's funny because it's when you put some base genes in it, the recessive actually shines. So this is the Recessives Coral Glow 100% genetic stripe. Okay, now let's get another one out. Another cool banana that I have produced. That is a growing line of holdbacks. Now, unfortunately, most of these coral glows and bananas are male makers, but it's what they have that actually I have to keep in my collection. Now, this one, I believe it to be a banana black pastel fire calico, and I just love the ringer. Look how cool that is. And seeing eventually when this grows up what the calico will do, that was a quick one, what the calico will do is a wait and see, because as it grows, it actually makes it more beautiful. And I've always wanted to have calico in my bananas and coral glow projects, but I just love that ringer. That is so cool. Again, banana black pastel fire calico. Okay, now let's have a look at another cool banana combo that I have. This one, I believe it to have all or at least 6 of the genes, because the pairing was a banana black pastel Enchi fire, and I bred that to a female spinner blast. So this one, I believe it to be 6 genes, which would be the banana black pastel Enchi spider pinstripe. In short, I actually dubbed her the Oyster's Pearl, because I just love that pearl color that it gave. It's so beautiful, and I love that striping actually. Again, I believe this to be the banana black pastel Enchi spider pinstripe. Okay, and let's go with one more banana that I actually produced. Sorry about the shaky of the video. I'm home alone, so I'm actually doing this. Now this, I believe it to have all of the 7 genes, which would be the banana black pastel Enchi spider pinstripe. I don't know if I got that all right, but I love the caramel look that all this actually gave, the black pewter, I believe. It's incredible. I love it, and it's an amazing powerhouse male to have. Putting this male with having 7 genes into a recessive project, that's my goal. Now, there's some recessive projects that obviously it would not work because it has spiders, so I'm gonna have to skip pieball. So that would leave me basically with Desert Ghost and with Clown. Those are the 2 genes that I believe spider can take full advantage of the spider gene. Again, banana black pastel Enchi spider pinstripe. Oh my goodness. Banana black pastel Enchi fire spider pinstripe. And well, either way, she's a holdback, or he's a holdback. This is a male. Okay, and let's go with some of the recessives that I am working with, that I'm actually happy that I was able to produce. Here we have a pastel Leopard, 100% het for pieball, and he's also 50% het for clown. So obviously I'm working for the clown pied, but having Leopard in it and pastel, it's that much incredible. I mean, like, I'm really excited where I can actually take this, and you know, I don't know, maybe even work with a spot nose. work with spot nose in this also, and probably make a Batman pied. That'd be cool. But anyway, either way, this is a male. This is a male. And even though this male is 50% het, I stood with the whole clutch, and that was 7 eggs. So basically out of that, I produced 4 leopards and 1 leopard pastel, and I believe 2 pastels, which are all 100% het for pied and 50% het for clown. So basically I'm working with the odds actually, because the more amounts of snakes that I have, it'll help the chances of me actually proving out the clown in one of them, or at least half. Okay. And another great holdback that I am extremely excited about, and I showed this a few times, but I just love the way it's actually picking up in size and color. This is a black pastel fire spider orange dream. And I really love the way actually this one is coloring up. I mean, like, looking at the patterns, it is so beautiful. The only thing that I can actually think that could go and better this combo, Desert Ghost. Desert Ghost would actually clean that up so incredible. And that's actually something that I definitely want to put into this female. Again, this one is Orange Dream, Black Pastel, Fire, Spider. Cool, I like that Kool-Aid face it has. And let's see if I can get another one out here. I'm sorry if this is going to take a while, but this is a beauty. This one is a beauty, and I'm real proud of this one. I love this snake actually. This is the Orange Dream Black Pastel Fire. Orange Dream Black Pastel Fire, and this girl is incredible. I mean, like, just look how crazy that smoky pattern was given into the snake. It's incredible. And this is a female. I actually produced the male also. I'm not going to combine them both, but with this female, it's real early to see what will eventually go into her. But like I said, because it's a female, it gives me great possibilities where I can actually put this. And you know me, I'm working real hard on my recessive project, so maybe clown is in the future for this snake. And you know, I'm going to throw it even harder. Desert Ghost Clown. That would be incredible. Okay, let's put this girl back and show you another beauty that I actually love. It's a simple snake, but it's on the path of something that I wanted to make in the long run. This is a Orange Dream Fire Spider, and I love how clean the sides are. So basically, the Super Orange Dream Fire Spider Yellow Belly is one of my projects that I have with this specific snake. But even better, Desert Ghost. I mean, like, I'm going hard with it, but Desert Ghost would actually clean up that pattern, because if you've seen the Desert Ghost Bumblebee, then the Desert Ghost Orange Dream Spider would be amazing, and especially Fire. It's definitely something I would like to put in this project. And this one is also a female. And there goes the roosters in the background. Okay, and one more baby that I wanted to show. Let's see if I could get this one out here. This is another great snake that I was excited actually to produce this season. This is my Leopard Clown female. And as you can see, I guess I'm gonna steal a phrase from Brian Barczyk, but this is a chunky monkey. And I was lucky enough to actually produce two. Let me just get the other one out. This one's kind of cleaner. This one's a lot more cleaner than the one on the side. And I'm extremely excited. They're both females. They're both females, so I have two paths that I can actually take the clown project, especially with Leopard. Now, obviously, one is going to go towards the Batman, and the second one, that's a great thing. I mean, like, I'm so excited because I have two females to work with that are visual. One is going to go for the Batman project, and the other one is going to go for the Desert Ghost project. And they're both incredible. And I love how clean this one actually looks. This is so incredible. Okay, let's see. Just show you one last snake. I don't want to actually make this video so long, but this was a real nice one. It's another simple snake, and she's in shed, but I just love the way it actually looks. And this is going to take me towards another project that I want to work with down the line. And she's in shed, but this is a bamboo killer bee. Killer bee would be a super pastel bamboo spider. And you can see the eyes actually. She's in deep shed. But I just love the way the killer bee actually looks in the bamboo. Now, I'm working bamboo clowns this season, or head clowns. So I'm halfway there. But I love this snake. And I can't actually go through every single holdback because there are 47 that I held back this season. But I just wanted to highlight some of them just to give you an idea of the great things that I'm working with here. And I'm so excited and happy to actually be producing. Well, like in all great marathons, there's always the last person in the race that doesn't want to quit, but is running along. And you know, it's funny, you see the janitorial department cleaning up when you got that last person, but he's still in the race. That's me, but I'm still in the race. So again, guys, thank you very much for taking the time. And again, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell so you're notified when I do actually upload. My mission in all this is taking you all along for the ride, because this is a great hobby, it's a great community, and it's a great experience. So again, guys, thank you very much. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.